Australia has beaten New Zealand in the opener, and then they beat the hosts, the United States, in extra time in game 2. They faltered against Samoa in Vancouver. 24 points for Samoa in the second half to pull out the victory. Some success against the Aussies, but they're in form right now. And the kick goes up. Samoa gets the grab. Lots of permutations still in pool play, trying to figure out who's going to make it into the quarterfinals. Still lots to play. Samoa swings it out wide.
Tackle complete.
That was Maiava. Australia. And Dietrich Roach trying to find the wide side. Turner's outside, but Maloof goes back inside to Roach. Roach towards the line, but Samoa just in the nick of time solidifies the defense. Patterson looking towards the line as well.
Levitt, you're off your feet.
Samoa.
Yeah, off your feet, mate.
Off their feet, says referee Tavita Rokovereni from Fiji.
Time off, 32.
And a conversation going to happen with Vavasa Afasua.
Afasua, keep the ball away after the penalty was awarded, I think. That's why the yellow was shown.
Yeah.
Afasua going to take some time in the bin, and Aussie wastes no time getting underway.
Out wide to Roach. Roach finds Turner. Turner finds the corner. And Turner, did he get it down? We're going to have a look. Touch, says the referee.
Play on.
Samoa goes. Nobody's going to look at anything. You know what? They're going to look at the back of a Samoan jersey as Australia. The chip forward. Samoa trying to dig itself out of a hole. All the way back against their line. And a great play by Maiava. Samoa down to 6. 5 up in the front. There's a player that's dropped in the back, and that is Nulavaya. Now finally all 6 defenders up for Samoa. Australia tries to find a gap. Turner goes through a tackle. Turner's going to win the race to the try line. Australia going to go over for the first try.
Well, that is Sevens rugby at its best. James Turner. I'm not surprised he's sucking in the big ones. This is end-to-end stuff. He broke the tackle, and look at that focus on the try line. He took it all the way for his team. There must have been a fair bit of relief when he dotted that one down. That was a furious passage of play, and he just coughed one up in the corner underneath us.
Thought he was in for sure. That first attempt at a try. Referee had seen the ball go into touch.
This was the nearly moment. Yeah, it just rolled away into touch. A great scramble from Nulavaya on the tackle. And that was when Turner thought he was in. He had to do a bit of defending and turn it over again before he'd finally get his chance.
I'm not sure you could get a piece of paper between the ball and the white line there, but that's all it was. No try. Australia finally scores through the work of James Turner.
Offside.
Penalty against Australia. Samoa still down a player. There's Afasua.
Offside. Okay, bring them on.
Back on the field now. Afasua after the yellow card, so it'll be 7-on-7. Samoa slowing things down. Oh, except the ball doesn't go into touch. Mistake from the Samoans. Here comes Afasua. Roach tries to find the corner. There's Turner, the try scorer, bottled up by the defense. Roach goes to dig it out the back. It's sloppy. I think a player was on the ground from Samoa playing the ball. Penalty against the Samoans. Australia looks like they were going to go fast and instead slowing things down.
Yeah, I think it's Dietrich Roach just making the call there. Nick Malouf also steering the ship for these Aussie boys. Unbelievable chase back earlier in the game from the old boy.
And Tom, you've been in this position before where you know that you've already gone into the quarterfinals. Is there a certain amount of economy around the energy right now? Is Australia, obviously they want to play their game, they want to stick to the plan, but is there an efficiency that they were trying to play with?
I think you've got to be in the habit of winning games, and that's the habit they're trying to find. They're playing pretty hard with intensity, and I think you've got to do that every time you get out on the field. They're stringing passes together, building phases nicely here.
Dowling takes one, back inside comes Gonzalez. Gonzalez finds a little gap, and Gonzalez going to go in for another try. Australia scores again.
Matty Gonzalez blows the kisses. It's a good finish from him, but it's all about the work. It was Dowling on the drag. Slip Gonzalez back inside, and he's down through the middle. Slices down the track after a good bit of possession from the Aussie boys. And what you're saying is, do you take your foot off the gas, or think perhaps you rotate the squad a little bit, you make some subs perhaps earlier than maybe you would? These boys want to win these games. They want to set themselves top of the pile.
Clearly the answer is no, you don't let your foot off the gas, at least according to the way that Matty Gonzalez just ripped through the Samoan defense.
One of the things they're trying to work on is the efficiency of their scoring. Can they score quickly? They struggled with their red zone conversions and getting in the red zone last weekend.
Tom, last year we got so accustomed to seeing Samoa. They won their pool 6 times last year. They haven't won a pool yet this year. They're 4 of 22 in their matches so far. How do you attribute that? What is the reason why a team could fall off so precipitously?
Well, if it isn't obvious for everyone watching, it's a hell of competitive plays out there. And if you're a little bit off, you get punished. It's a ruthless environment to try and hone your craft and find those combos.
Bind! Sit! Square. No, square.
Australia with the put in. 2-try advantage.
Backwards.
Play on, says the ref. And there is the try scorer, Matty Gonzalez. Malouf digs it out.
Advantage.
Passes it on.
You're offside, number 8.
Josh Turner throws it up to the mark quickly. Dietrich Roach with the ball. Outside to Patterson.
In the tackle, advantage, knock on only.
Knock on by Samoa, incidental
Advantage
in the
over.
tackle. And the pop back to Samoa. Now they got a chance before the half. Can they score and get closer?
Roll.
They'll go quickly.
Advantage, not 10.
Didn't look like 10 meters.
Advantage over. Turnover, first man.
Oh, Roach goes in, and what a steal by the Aussie. Henry Palmer scored the winning try against the United States in extra time. Roach to Malouf. Out wide to Gonzalez. Now over the top. There is Palmer. Palmer! Oh, just tripped. But he gets back up. Nobody there. And Palmer going to score again. The youngest one on this Aussie team. He's growing by leaps and bounds.
Yeah, he jumps in for his second score this weekend. Already scored an important one. And this is it. You can see he's got his head back. He just got tapped. Managed to avoid the whitewash, though, as he went flying through the air. Gathered his feet and had enough time to jog around under the posts for another 7.
Conversion's good for the Aussies, so a 3-try advantage going into the half. It's Australia 21, Samoa 0.
No, and you can turn it around week to week. And they look like they're doing that here. We'll wait and see how they go when it gets to crunch time in the quarters. Looking comfortable so far.
Advantage, holding the 9.
Tim Clements
You
receives the
can't
ball.
hold the 9, okay?
A penalty. Referee playing
You
advantage.
can't hold the 9.
They'll come
Have
back.
back.
We talked about how you manage the game. I think when you're 21 points up, try and get one more score here, and then you're really in the driving
So
seat.
you can't grab
John
on the 9.
Manetti can start
okay?
really rotating
Yeah,
players.
part of the ruck.
Giving some boys a rest.
Ball moves through the hands. Dowling gives it up to Patterson. Defense coming up hard for the Samoans. And there is Palmer. Palmer, too much space for Henry Palmer. The youngster gonna get another try for the Australians. Future looks bright for this young kid.
Looking very good indeed. He's got wheels on the edge. It was a great build-up. They just shoveled the ball, kept it alive, kept it away from the Samoan ruck opportunities, and then just left it up to Henry Palmer, 20 years old. Looks like he's having some fun.
It reminds me a little bit of Henry Hutchinson back in the old days when he still played on the wing before he migrated, as some of us will do, into the forward pack. But that was what used to be expected of Hutchinson as a youngster, and Palmer, plenty of upside for the youngster.
I think that's a comparison he'll be pretty pleased to hear.
So 28 points to 0 as Henry Roach looks to tee one up again.
Knock on advantage.
Knock on. Finally a mistake from Australia that Samoa can feed off of.
Advantage over.
And a nice little in and out move. Palmer's tired. He can't do it all. A great break. Patalesio is in for the try.
Well, Daniel Patalesio came in as a replacement, and he's shown a clean pair of heels there. Lovely bit of in and out. Perfect wing play. You try and take your defender inside, put him on the heels, and then bounce out. Use your pace to go around the edge. A classic edge man score.
First try for Patalesio. Congratulations to him.
You can kick it back. You can kick behind. Okay.
Always something to play for, even if it's just improvement. And this inexperienced side for head coach Brian Lima.
Counter-ruck is good.
And Samoa, well, still a little bit of time. They scored 31 against Australia last week, and a try from Mayava. At least it's still a contest.
Well, they're not the type to roll over or go home quiet. There's a huge number of Samoan fans in this crowd, and they want to give them something to shout about. They're cheering them on. And that's 2 tries in response from Samoa in this game. They look down and out.
Alafipo with the conversion, and it's good. So game on. They got to score quickly and often. Australia gets the ball. Patterson finds Turner, Josh Turner. The step back inside, looking for the offload, and there's a little bit of space there. Tim Clements gobbles up some turf. Patterson standing outside. Turner gets the ball. Back to the wide side. There's
Vantage
DJ
over.
Roach. Roach got Hutchinson on the outside.
26, sold the charge. 26, yeah.
And not
Mark's back
on
here.
the mark.
Well, one of the Samoa players is down, but that was a
Mark's
lovely
back
bit
here.
of work. How about Tim Clements? Just
Sold the
coming
charge.
in off the bench and taking yards
Sold the
wherever
charge.
he wants them. He's a strong player. And he was showing all power there, carrying up the middle. But that's just been the balance of the game. Look at that. Aussie moving the ball really well. 57 passes.
Bring him on.
Shows you how little ball Samoa have had to play
we
with.
still
Been
have an
all
injured Samoan
defense for
player.
them.
They really have recovered from Vancouver.
Yeah, he's still injured here. Once he's done,
Lots
Then we'll
of
continue,
matches left to play. If things stood as they are now, this would be the quarterfinal picture. New Zealand, you noticed
Yes,
their
sir, buddy.
absence. They got a game coming up. The next one is against the hosts, the United States. New Zealand will play the USA in the next match,
just wait for him. Yeah.
and they can play their way right into those same quarterfinals.
Time back on.
How long now? 10 seconds?
That's
No,
going
we
to be
still
an
have
absolute
127.
ding dong, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
classic.
Let's go.
So the tap from Australia coming back to the short side is Clements. Ball out wide. That's Sargent. Hayden Sargent looking for help. The turnover
Holding. There's
to
a mark.
Samoa.
Mark over there.
Try scorer Pateleseo starts things off. Samoa coming from deep in their own end. Long
You
way to
pulled
go,
away.
not much time. The switch. Oh, back inside. Daniel Pateleseo. Look at the Aussie defense, though, shaping up. Ball moves back inside.
No, I'm happy
That's
with
a
it.
great commitment. Look how many
Now
yellow
you
shirts
rip on the ground. Okay.
are around the ball. They all track back.
Numbers.
Penalty still with Samoa. Numbers could have gone out wide. Instead, it's Lima. Lima skips through. And the baby chiropractor. BJ Lima scores for Samoa. Still time on the clock. No conversion. They'll go quickly.
Wait.
Referee says,
Wait.
You should wait until the rest of your team can play.
That's a good, powerful
40
score
carries
from
to
Lima.
How about that? I asked somebody earlier if BJ was anything like his father.
When you're ready, you
I
tell
had
me.
nightmares
I'll go
about
time back on. Okay. You ready? No. Ready now?
Bit of a repressed
Time it on.
memory from back in Apia. Oh, the kick is perfect, but it lands in Aussie hands. So
Okay, ball in
zeros
touch.
on the clock. A game effort by Samoa in the end to try to claw their way back in, but it will remain. Australia, who's gone 3-0 in Pool B, 28 points to 19 is the final.